A school shooting is such a cataclysmic event that any attempt to dramatize the aftermath of one is, by definition, a film to take seriously. That said, there's a right way to make one of these. Mass, the 2021 Sundance drama in which four parents gathered in a church antechamber for a painfully cathartic encounter session. Two of them were the parents of a victim, two were the parents of the shooter. Was a movie that walked a delicate tightrope. It was compact and graceful, harrowing and illuminating. Eric LaRue, directed by the actor Michael Shannon, is built around a similar situation as it works its way toward a confrontation between the mother of a school shooter and the mothers of the three classmates he killed. But instead of tackling the matter at hand, almost every scene is weighed down by a free-floating and at times annoyingly intrusive indie film added to take the scene in which Janice LaRue, Judy Greer, the mother of the shooter, returns to work at the hardware and knickknack store where she's a floor clerk. Janice is so washed out and depressed that she drifts around like The Walking Dead. She's been that way since the shooting took place, which we gather is around a year ago. The store has a major section of guns for sale, handguns, rifles, you name it, and a customer, Jacob Alexander, showing a level of aggression that mostly seems a product of overly telegraphed screenwriting, asks Janice to help him out, even though she insists it's not her department. Glancing at the guns, he says, "Which one of these would you recommend?" "For what?" she replies, finding his question loaded. "Well, you know," he says. "Whatever." She's understandably skittish, yet what's front and center isn't the emotion of the scene, it's the awkward obviousness of it. Simply put, it's so on the nose that it whiffs the reality test. The same thing is true, in a different way, when Janice goes to visit her pastor, Steve Calhoun, played by Paul Sparks with a weirdly over-emphatic self-actualizing zeal. This clergyman thinks he's God's gift to life coaching, and the film never lets us forget it. His little pep talk does nothing to cheer Janice up, but the only reason it's there in the first place is so that the movie can find a novel way to tweak Christian piety. There's a fair amount of anti-clerical snarking in Eric LaRue. Janice's husband, Ron, is played as an unlikely hunched-over nerd by Alexander Skarsgård, and he's a Jesus geek who seems to be living on a different planet from her. Their emotional estrangement plays out in the fact that they now belong to different churches. She's got the infomercial-worthy Pastor Steve at First Presbyterian, whereas Ron, over at Redeemer, is enthralled to Pastor Bill Verne, Tracy Letts, who's more of a cultish holy roller. Ron attends prayer meetings at Redeemer in the company of his office human resources manager, played by Allison Pill as such a flirtatious cuddlebug. Jesus loves hugs. She says that the film's version of comedy is encouraging us to wonder when these two prayer group buddies are going to get a room.